Hello everybody, my name is Jack Hammond. I am a computer science student here in the CTE program, and this is my first vlog basically showing some of the stuff that I've learned during this course. I am currently working on a Python Institute certification. The first one is the entry level. Not too much to see here so far, but I have gotten to module 3. There are 4 modules, and then you can test for your certification. So I am on module 3 currently, and this first vlog is to basically show some of the stuff that I've learned. So I have it all listed out here. The first thing I learned about is variables. Variables are basically containers for values. So for example, we have x equals 1, so that will show later in our functions that we can set up that, every time you put x, it's basically equal to 1. So the computer knows what these values are and what they mean. I also learned about functions, the first one being the print function. This will allow you to display text onto the screen, and you can use variables. So for example, if I wanted x to equal hello world, whoops, and then I printed x, it would print hello world onto the screen. The next function I learned about is input function. This allows the user to input text into the computer, and it can be stored as a variable, and it could be printed back out, or it can be used in other cases. These two functions are to show that something is an integer, which is a number, and another one that's a string. And actually there's one more called float. A floating point number is basically a number that has a decimal and numbers after it. The next thing I learned about is loops and statements. We have the if statement, which is basically like you can do if y is equal to z, then print text on the screen. So it could be if you had z equals 3, for example, you could do if y equals z, print text on the screen, and in this case they are equal, so it would print text out onto the screen. And you can also have an else statement, which is if that is not true, if this condition does not equal that condition, you do something different. So maybe ask the user to put in a number or something like that, depending on what you want to do. The while loop, it will basically, while this certain condition is true, we can do this certain argument. An argument is basically a command, so like printing text on the screen, for example, would be an argument, or asking the user to input something, or maybe, even going as far as opening another application. The for loop condition, and then you can choose how many times you want it to do the certain thing. For example, you can print out a number 1,000,000 times if you wanted to, and that loop will just keep going, so you don't have to do print and then do that 1,000,000 times, literally. The last thing, one of the most important things I learned about so far is operators, the ability for Python to do math, such as multiplication, addition, showing if things are equal, subtraction, modulo, which is basically finding the remainder of a division problem. Then we have the plus equals, minus equals, exponents. This is the equal to, not equal to, and division. This is normal division, and then this is integer division, which will only print out a whole number. That's basically it so far. I'm looking forward to working more with Python and learning as much as I can about it, and trying to increase my certification level as I go. And yeah, thank you for watching.